remember your first beer that sparked an interest in craft brewing, or was it more of a gradual thing?
I can't remember if it was like a directly like one single beer or a first thing. Yeah, it definitely is a gradual thing that you try over time. But even since I was 18, there was starting to be, you know, unusual beers that were available in your average off license. So I would have always been trying them while still drinking macro stuff down the pub. This is before a lot of really interesting stuff was available on draft at that period. So I suppose I would have started with like things that would generally be on cask in the UK that were bottled offerings over here. Started to develop a love through malty beer, and I think when the likes of like Sierra Nevada was widely available here in Ireland, that was like big hop kick. This is really impressive. So then gradually onto then, and then started to travel, started to try these beers at their source in America, in the UK, and then yeah, just went from there. That's where it started.
What advice would you give to people starting off in home brewing?
With home brewing, so that's where we started. That's how I begun. I don't do a lot of home brewing anymore at the moment because I'm just always here. So say I'm always home brewing because I nearly live at the brewery at this stage. But you know, if anyone's starting out, reach out to people who are local to you. There's the National Homebrew Club, which I was very involved with at the time, and we still try to help them out as much as we can. And get people to try your beers, get good feedback, and probably the biggest thing that I did as a home brewer that improved my game was brewing the same beer again and again and again, and figuring out what the variances were in my technique and my game to make those beers better. And that's something that you can really do. But the main thing is just don't stop doing it. Your first few beers are going to be rubbish, and like just accept that. That's fine. It's just accept that you're going to have to get to a stage where you're just going to really enjoy drinking your beers over anything you can buy in the shop, and you will get there.
And finally, what do you think is next for Whiplash?
What is next for Whiplash? We will survive the plague. We'll weather this misery that everyone is going through with lockdown and pubs being closed, and hopefully all of our customers and accounts are going to get through this as well as they can, and you'll see the emergence of really great online retailers as well, and everyone's going to live in this really nice ecosystem, and we'll be able to make plenty of brand new beers all the time. But what's next is this year coming up to winter, we always brew a lot of really big malty beers. There's loads of that coming down the line. Last year we just got our brewery commissioned at this stage, so we've done a very small amount of that, and then we made a lot of core beer just to make sure we sold beer for Christmas. This year we're going to put away a lot more beer in hibernation, so it's still about planning, it's still about planning ahead, and yeah, we hope to do a lot of stouts, a lot of barley wines, a lot of more interesting stuff that's more inspired by maybe non-beer drinks, and try to redirect them back into how we enjoy the texture of beer and all of those elements as well. So we're going to be experimenting a lot. We use pilot tanks here, we dump a lot of beer, and we really push ourselves to experiment. But if it does come out of here, just know that we're really happy with it. And yeah, we're always pushing ourselves to do more interesting stuff.
Thanks a million for your time today, guys. We hope you enjoyed our interview with Whiplash Beer. We'll see you again soon.